a speed issue. I think all of these things, you know, and you were asking earlier, you know, about stepping in the ring and the things that you deal with. One of the things that you have to adjust to when you are in the ring is, because you've never sparred your opponent, and you don't have experience fighting, you don't know what his speed level is, you don't know what kind of punches he can take, you don't know any of these things. You find out very quickly. And when you find out about them, like right here, for example, you don't know they're trying the shot on right now. Got stuff that's like running into a tree. Literally running into a back truck. Yeah, exactly. And when you find out these things, when you find out you're a little slower, you're not as gassed out, you don't have the conditioning, you don't have the wrestling, what do you do at that point?
Exactly, as we said, it all starts and you have a game plan going in, but once you get hit in the mouth, you throw everything out and you go into survival mode. We are watching, of course, a 170-pound matchup between Evan Lowther in the black versus Michael Brightmon in the black and white shorts, and they're the good.
Big blows.
Quick to the ground.
Yep. Putting him down. You look at Lowther right now, and, you know, at one point, someone, you know, early in his career, Brightmon, wasn't known necessarily for his punching power, but you take a look right now at Lowther's head. You're up close against the ring here, John. Tell me what you see on his head. Those aren't horns. I think we call them mice. You usually call it a mouse, but when they're multiple like that, we call them mice. And these things are growing bigger by the minute.
Not to make any light of it, but you're right. He's getting tattooed on the forehead, pummeled on the forehead, and those are starting to show up.
Speaking of tattoos, again, this is the match of tattoo versus the clean canvas.
That's right.
And I think the clean canvas is winning. You know, those of us that don't sport the tattoos are, of course, cheering for Brightmon. Just on the sheer fact alone, the cultural fact that he does not have tattoos. Sorry, a little levity again, to take away from the knots that are building up on Lowther's head.
Evan Lowther, the challenger, against Michael Brightmon. Of course, Brightmon out of Honolulu and California. Evan Lowther out of Kailua, Hawaii. And, of course, Team M1 Combat Gym versus Gorilla House with Boatman.
You know, obviously this is a man that's secure with his identity. You know, the term gorilla, you know, usually implies very, very big, strong, and, you know, not very bright. However, you have the term Brightmon, which offsets the term gorilla. Am I going over your head here? If I am,
no, I'm catching your drift. I'm catching your drift.
Again, a little levity to help with the leather that's being thrown.
A lot of leather between these two, and you got to have it handed to Evan Lowther. He is the challenger, and he's had his work cut out for him tonight against the champion Michael Brightmon. He's hung in there.
He sure has.
He's definitely low. There he is. Trying to punch. Trying to keep Brightmon off.
You know, and that's what he's going to have to do. We've got 3 5-minute rounds. These are not short rounds. This is a lot of rounds to be standing straight up.
Here we go, and here is the replay. Walk us through it, Mark.
Okay, well, like I said, you know, he's going to do a takedown attempt. He opened up with a kick and a spinning back fist, and then he tried for a double, not a very, very committed double, and then here we got Brightmon again. Look at the hip pressure on him. The man just flexes his hips, puts a little hip pressure into it, and Lowther literally crumbles to his elbows and knees. Brightmon is just showing how powerful he is. Again, Lowther needs to come into this next round, round 3. He's got to just let everything go.
Absolutely.
Never mind the takedown strategy at this point. He's got to come in hard and strong. He's got to swing for the fences, as they say.
Yep.
He needs a home run to take this home. I hope that his corner's telling him that right now. I think they are. It looks like his corner's in his face right now telling him, and Lowther is acknowledging them. And let's see where it goes from here. Again, I don't see any change in Brightmon. Brightmon's going to do the exact same strategy. Bring on, looking like a juggernaut right now. Now, whether or not Lowther is able to adjust to this is going to be the telltale round. It's round 3. He's either going to do it in this round or not.
Absolutely, and this is where you get a little bit of your education here on how to defend. And, of course, Brightmon is on cruise control as far as this bout is concerned against Evan Lowther.
Again, you see, you know, Lowther's just holding up his hands. It almost looked like he was pleading to Michael not to hit him in the face. Of course, Michael didn't get the memo and landed a hard left, and it really is just sticking it to him right now. How much more we're going to see? Again, even Lowther's defense, he's taking pretty much everything that Michael's thrown at him, and it is still standing. I wouldn't say he's better for it, but he is still standing, and he's still putting the pressure on Michael. Hopefully, like I said, we see some leather being thrown by Lowther, because he really does, at this point, doesn't need to be leading with jabs. He needs to be swinging for the fences. Let those hands go. Let those kicks go. You know, never mind the takedowns. There's no amount of takedowns at this point that really is going to save him.
And I'll tell you, Lowther, it's not for not trying. Obviously, he's tried everything in the book to try to break the defense of Michael Brightmon.
You know, yes, he did. He is trying what he has. Really, at this point now, it's not a matter of a game plan. It's a matter of just letting it loose. So, you know, really, like you were saying, is he in survival mode? If he is, it's kind of sad because I don't like to see when somebody just goes very defensive. I just want to look bad. I just don't want to get knocked out. You made it all this way, all the way to the cage. You trained your butt off. You dieted to the point where things hurt because you're not eating. It hurt by things. I mean, your stomach. And, you know, just on the sheer fact that you made me starve for 3 weeks, I'm coming in here, I'm going to punch your face off, and that's really what he needs to have right now. He needs to look at Michael and say, look, man, you're taking me down for 2 rounds already. I've had enough of this. Take your sissy punches, and I'm going to smash your face. Again, Michael didn't get the memo on that, and I think he possibly is sending his own memo to Lowther right now in the form of rights, lefts, and hard, solid takedowns. Again, oh, look at that. Michael's sporting some, some spinning action going on there. So,
well, we are just under 3 minutes, 2:52 left in this bout. And I'll tell you, Brightmon has not cruised once.
Oh, no.
He's not definitely resting on his laurels.
No, look at that. He's right in the middle of the ring. Lowther's circling him. Michael's really not giving any ground. Anytime he puts a little pressure, he slips to the side. What we are looking for here is that explosion. Here it comes. Boom, boom, boom. A solid back takedown right there. You know, and just getting smacked down to the ground. You know, coming from a judo background like myself also, anytime you get slammed to the ground, the slam, of course, takes away some energy, but getting back up after that every time, that too takes away from your cardio. And not looking very pretty for Lowther right now. I'd like to see Brightmon.
And we talked about it for Evan Lowther to have a chance. He would have had to knock out Michael Brightmon.
Yes,
and he caught him with an overhand right.
Yeah, with an overhand right that's actually knocked the mouthpiece out of Michael Brightmon.
Literally knocked his mouthpiece out. And what a turn of events tonight.
Well, I tell you, that's the nature of this business again. Making me look like a fool. It looks like at this point. But I tell you, it looks like Michael Brightman's eyes are back in it. Let's see what happens. You know, it looks like he shook it off. Again, Lowther's smelling some blood. Let's see where it goes.
Absolutely. Lowther now got a full body of confidence literally behind him with that punch. And I'll tell you, he is fired up. Oh, right knee.
Yep, flying left knee. Again, it looked like it just bounced off Mike's face. He needs to land more on the jaw. I think he knows that. He's got about a little over a minute here to make it happen. Again, Michael Brightmon showing why he's the champ. You know, part of this whole XMA game is the takedown. Every time he takes down Lowther, you see Lowther heaving for breath even more. It really breaks the momentum. A good solid takedown. He's had 2 since that knockdown.
Yep.
You know, and again, momentum broken. Michael back to his game plan again. And boom, now he lands the hard blow. Another takedown, and here you have it.
Well, you know what? You got to give Evan Lowther a lot of credit, man. He has never quit once in this bout. He has gone full tilt boogie, and he came up because you know what? When you keep going, perseverance, my friend, pays off.
You know, they do say that in Japanese. They have a little cultural thing happening here. They say keizoku wa chikara, which means perseverance or continuity is strength. We see that with Lowther here. But then again, we see by him not throwing those punches, he's got about less than 30 seconds right now.
Yeah, he's got
the hand needs to open up.
No, he's got to seal the deal, and certainly it doesn't look like he's going to do a very, very cagey Michael Brightmon. He's not going to fall for it.
He's looking for that one big punch, but really, with less than 15 seconds left here, he needs to just let his hands go and, you know, put it in the hands of the almighty Khan at this point. Again,
flying kick right there,
seconds slipped, and the match is coming to an end.
Yep, and there it is.
You know, a nice little end to this. You know, some action at the very end. We saw Michael get taken down, but even after the takedown, Mike's able to